So have you had accounts that's just been turned off?
My Twitter, they took it.
Oh, so you...
The Twitter people.
Yeah,
what did I say? And it was some girl said something slick to me, and you know I'm clever. I had a good comeback. And then they said, "Oh, you ain't supposed to talk to her like that."
Like
and ever
guidelines.
since then, I was like, "Oh, I can't do this."
Big Boys Neighborhood, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Holcomb in the neighborhood. More with Corey. Speak on it. Are you just making this up as you go?
No, we scripted all of it.
All right.
It's their fault, everybody, if I did something.
Right. Hold on, man. What does technically I'm still married mean,
I'm
man?
technically still married.
What does
man,
that
let me tell you
mean?
something, man. I love my wife.
Right.
I grabbed my wife while we were still young, and to this day, I got my wife back. You know what I'm saying? Things I say, family members of hers hear, and they run and tell her because, you know, the family is miserable. They jealous.
Right.
The family is jealous in a lot of situations, especially with somebody like me, because the money I earn, my wife can still get what I earn, not because she found a way to use the system against me, because if she needs me, that's who I married. I'm going to take care of her.
Right. Do y'all live together?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's no. Oh, God.
How long have y'all been in separate households?
It's look, man, it's been a while, but
y'all not divorced?
No.
Why not divorced?
I don't know, man. It's not
It's
easy.
just- it's cool the way it
people
is,
say.
huh?
Have you ever been divorced?
No, I never have.
Let me tell you something about this divorce game, because you don't know what a marriage certificate is and all that stuff like that. You really don't know what you're getting into. We are brainwashed into thinking when you find somebody you love, you're supposed to go down there to the courthouse and let them unite you. But it's the worst thing that can happen, because if you use their contract, their marriage certificate, you're in a bind. If you find someone you love and you do the research on what a marriage certificate brings, I don't think you'll do it. What you can do, I would tell anybody who found someone they love and they want to be with,
Hold on, Louis, listen to this.
y'all can make your own contract to protect each other. Like if we don't make it, I'm willing to do this for you. I'm willing to do that for you if we don't make it. You know what I'm saying? But what's in a marriage contract is nonsense, and it only splits the families up. There's not as many family reunions as it used to be, because most of the time, if you don't make it with the person that you married, y'all wind up in court as defendant and the other thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's chaos if you don't make it. But if you really care about each other, why not come up with a contract that you can get signed, sealed, and delivered that makes it where everybody is not in chaos if we don't make it?
I heard that. So, but you're not divorced.
No, I'm not divorced. I'm not divorced. And I want to say this to all of the people who might run to my wife when you hear me say things around town. It don't work, because the truth is my wife knows who I am. I'm crazy and everything, but I got her back when it really boiled down to it.
And when you say got her back, what does that mean?
I mean, like, if she jammed up, I'm the one to call, because I'm gonna find a way to fix it.
Right.
I'm not even though we might not be together like that, I still got you.
Right.
And that's just how it go. And you know what? I'm fortunate enough where if I'm around somebody that I hold up, they understand what I'm saying. I got married, so that means something to me, but not in the traditional way. And that ain't me trying to get out of no responsibilities or nothing, but
Would you do it again?
I would never have another state-sanctioned relationship.
Really?
Never. I know who I am, and if I got a woman that I'm in love with or whatever, I'm sure she's gonna know who she is, and we can figure it out.
Are you in love now?
Yeah, I'm in love with a lot of people. I'm in love with a lot of people. Is that wrong? You can't love more than one person?
I guess not.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm talking about like, okay. So
is there one love? You only supposed to love one person, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you might have a girl that does this real good.
You could be in love, and what about I had love for?
No, that's fake. I got love for. If somebody say I got love for you,
right,
that means they don't want to argue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I love a lot of people.
Right.
I'm like Buddy Love on the club.
And I'm not talking about...
Got a lot of love to give.
I'm not talking about like homie love, though.
What's homie love? What is that?
You know, like, so you could be in love with multiple women, and a woman could be in love with multiple men.
I don't know about what a woman or one individual can do, but there are people I have ran into in my journey that have helped me and they have shown me they got my back. And I love them. Not only for what they did to me, they've grown close to my heart. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about strictly female, strictly ladies.
Yeah, strictly
Somebody
ladies.
calling you now, huh?
Yeah. Are y'all airing this live?
He like, man. He was like, man, let me go to my Zelle real quick. Hit off with this 200. Like, man. Boy,
200 fix a lot in this hard time.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, why are we afraid to tell the world that you can love more than one person? It's like it's taboo. You don't think you can love more than one person? I mean, Big Boy, you giving the interview.
You can be in love with more than one, like in love.
Yes.
I'm going home to my wife then and tell her what she's hiding from me. You know what I'm saying? My wife hate when you come and do the show.
Oh, that's no. There's some truth to that.
No, not at all.
Really?
There ain't no truth to it at all.
Okay.
Trust that. No.
Well, I'm just saying.
But my wife do think you crazy, and my wife really enjoys you though.
I think some people who can handle the truth.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the truth is actually shocking in this day and time. Mm-hmm. I can understand why some people first look at me like this. Because I've had so many people walk up to me and say, when I first saw you, I hated you.
Yeah.
But you really helped me think a whole nother way.
Have you ever thought you were in danger?
Yeah, I done been in danger, man. I done had guys stand up at my shows because they woman is there. Like, it's like when Will Smith walked up to Chris Rock and slapped him because he was little. But my size actually saves me a lot in a lot of fights. Nice. It really does. Because I see the frustration in people who, for whatever reason, might not like something I say. Just like right now, I'm gonna get drama because I said you can love more than one woman. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of people are in that situation one time or another in their life.
So you've had people stand up at your show?
Oh, man. I didn't. Man, you saw what happened. We was talking about it. What happened with Will Smith and Chris Rock? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man. I think the reason I've never got hit is because of my size.
Really?
Mm. I mean, like, I'm not. Well, first of all, brother Chris, he's not the type. I could tell he's not a humbugging type of guy.
Right.
Neither am I.
I remember when you say he let him walk up on you. Like, man, you need to put your hands.
Right. He was hypnotized.
Right.
I'm not gonna get hypnotized. I done seen people get knocked out and didn't get up.
Yeah, man.
And I don't want to be one of them guys.
And that'd be the viral clip.
Right.
That'd be.
I know the cameraman gonna get me while I'm down like that. You know what I mean?
And it's gonna be finally.
That's gonna probably
got him, girl.
Inside edition. You guys may not know this guy, but you need to see this.
Hey, man, do you think that more people get upset with you at your show because of their woman is upset with you?
Definitely. Definitely. It's some guys like, man, we have a protection mode inside of us. And if your woman is upset, sometimes you can feel like, hey, man, you destroying my atmosphere. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I tell a guy, like I've said on stage, hey, man, talk to your girl and calm her down. Because sometimes I've had girls yell out stuff. Even though I'm being nice, what I say in real life, hey, man, check your bitch.
Right.
You know I say that on stage a lot of times when some girls get mad. You know what I'm saying?
But don't they know they're coming to a Corey Holcomb show?
Yeah, for real.
Well, everybody, there are people who want to outdo the comedian, but I'm built for this. I'm ready, big boy. I'm really that guy in the game. I'm that guy. I'm bold enough to say that. If you come to my shows and you watch what I do, you're going to see a difference in me versus your favorite comedian. And that's bold to say, but it's the truth.
And I think when you say, hey, man, tell your girl to calm down, you even took something out the dude.
Yeah, because I let him know you out here in the streets with this girl you ain't got no control over because she talking over you and you've been telling her to be quiet for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
You ever had anyone walk out?
Of course. I done had couples fighting in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? He gives 200. You only gave me 40. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a cold world out here, man. But
waiting for you at the merchandise table, like, hey.
Us regular folk, we got to sit back and laugh at it and make jokes about it, man. I don't get mad about nothing, man, unless you hit me.
Hey, man, we recently had DaBaby in the neighborhood, and DaBaby said, he said you should take a girl to eat on the first date to McDonald's.
Yeah, see what it's hitting for. See if she really love you.
Can you still do that?
Just pull through the drive. Hell yeah. Just pull through I wouldn't even call it a date. Right. It ain't you know, I was just talking shit. Yeah. But yeah, pull through the drive-through and just look at her reaction. I know a girl take me to McDonald's. You ain't the one for me.
Really?
Yeah, so I ain't saying like, you know how hey. Hey, I ain't saying how people should react.
So he was
it.
pretty much saying you could pull up to McDonald's with a girl to see what her reaction is.
That is a great thing to do if you're on that level where you're trying to check out who somebody is, see who she is in a situation like that. I mean, it's clever if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm not going to take you to McDonald's. I want you to see how well I live and eat and give you something to strive for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be up here with me? You want to do stuff like this? Well, do what you're supposed to do then, goddammit.
Oh, my God, dude. Do you think that...
You like this roof, Chris, don't you?
Do you feel like you don't play the game enough?
When you say play the game enough, what you mean?
You know how there's got to be enough, like it's got to be like, oh man, you know, like have you had people that even told you, like, Corey, man, I got this show, but I can't get you on it.
Man, when people say that to me, it's like a slap in the face.
Right.
Don't tell me about your show then,
right?
Man.
Because I have this show that I'm putting together, but I can't get you on it.
Oh,
no,
man. No, but like you take people like Tyler Perry. Now, they heavy in the game, but they see what I do, and I appreciate how they go out their way, take a chance on me, and give me a shot, because I'm not gonna do nothing to try and mess up nothing. Like, I use Tyler Perry as an example. What he's doing. Most of the time when I'm on set, directors always tell me, where have you been?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you think Hollywood's afraid of you?
I can't say Hollywood's afraid of me, but I think Hollywood thinks I would derail the minds of the people they've programmed to go the way the rail is heading.
And you know what? I don't think that's your whole thing where you want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you say a part of Hollywood?
Yeah, just that whole thing. Like, man, I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that just drop everything. I want some
big money.
I know.
I'll take some big money, but there are principles I simply cannot set aside to succeed in Hollywood. Like the show I did, Black Jesus, they had the episode.
You on Black Jesus, bro.
Well, they had the episode with the dress, and I was so scared. I was like, oh, well, this is my last episode.
Right. I'm done.
I'm not going to put the dress on. But the director had enough respect for me where he switched it up. And I was like, man, that's so big of you to do that, because I know how it goes.
So what was the actual episode? Well, because I don't remember the dress.
Right, you don't remember me in the dress, right? Yeah, you're not going to remember me in no dress either.
Damn. Well, don't look at a movie called Deuce Bigalow, Mel Gigolo either, because
what happened?
You may find me in a dress. You know?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah,
man. Well, look, check this out. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
So it would actually be funny to see you in a dress then.
Oh, yeah, back then. Oh, yeah, that's when I was over 500 pounds.
Right.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I remember I was watching something and they was like, man, why does every black comedian or somebody that's funny got to put on a dress? Then they start putting up like Martin, and I was like, damn.
It's part of the game. It's
right.
part of the initiation in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And like I say, I'm before I got to know these people, because I know people who get down like that. I was all like, oh man, you a whatever. But you know what I'm saying? When you hit with that reality and and this is the way you feed your family, I don't look at it as bad as I looked at it before, because this goes back to the people who are trying to cancel Kyrie. If you ask me, this goes back to the people, they know what they're doing. And they put us in situations, we feed our families with this. Those people at ESPN.
And even back then when I did it, I didn't even have family. So
you didn't have family back then?
Why was I putting on a dress? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially for Deuce Bigalow. Yeah. You don't know them people.
Yeah, you're like, Big, anything you want to tell your listeners?
But can I ask you something for real?
Please do.
At that time, you was at a different mind state.
Yeah, 100%.
It can happen, man.
Yeah,
we 100%. Ain't none of us perfect, man. We can all do something that we look back on later in life and be like, you know what? I don't think I'll do that again.
Never again.
I don't like
Hey, man, let me ask you this. Have you ever did like a show or did a radio thing or where you just start getting like hot because you're nervous of what you just said?
I guess that could happen.
Okay, because it happens to me when you come here. I just get this little light film that just kind of forms on my head.
But you have me here for a reason.
Yes.
And I know. It ain't just because the videos
I wanted to talk to you about like your social media and things of that nature and, the being out on the road and everything.
Yeah, right. You know what it is? This is the brilliance of it. Some of us who have positions in the slots of power, we have people come on and let them talk a guy like me.
Was your mic off?
Yeah. No, I'm
sorry about that.
I think I talk some of the stuff you're thinking, so you bring me in to say it. That's what I think. I could be wrong, big boy.
Nah, you know what, bro? I would have to say you are.
I'm wrong.
I'm just saying you are.
Hey, man, look. And I'm glad you said we are. We need you in this slot, big boy.
Right.
Because I might need some help one day that you might be able to help me because you in this slot.
And usually I will pull up, but this time I just got to see how it plays out.
I got a homeboy. He a drag queen.
Uh-huh.
And I don't condemn him for being a drag queen because he works in a place, well, he works at the airline. And sometimes I need his hookups.
Right.
Like I wouldn't even talk to him otherwise. But I'd be like, hey man, how you been?
Like how you gonna blow
I'm
your
all
own?
right, Corey. I'm like, yeah. I need you to switch this flight up. Women are our way of being happy on this planet if you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, you're gonna pick a woman and she gonna be your friend and you're gonna be happy. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to wind up picking the one you want. And that's the one that normally ain't no good for you. That's what I would say to people. The one you want, because you ain't smart enough to know what you want. Especially when it comes to picking a lady. You have to get blessed where God puts somebody special in your life. You don't know how to go out there and pick a good girl. Come on, man. Who you know? Every once in a while you hear about a couple that made it.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, you have to get blessed, and God just happened to put something in your life that's
Do you
worth
believe
something.
in marriage? Like the whole living and like everything that come with it?
I mean, I could be with a woman where it's just me and her for the most part.
Mm-hmm. And you know, for the most part, that's a long range, bro.
Hey man, but nobody. How many guys you know have the courage to tell the world I've never been monogamous? There's just not a lot of guys who had the courage to say I've never been with just one woman. But most of the guys I know are not with just one woman.
And if they are, is the cheating coming?
Is it cheating because you got more than one woman? Let me ask you something, big boy.
Is it cheating if you have more than one man?
If you got more than one man, you belong to the game.
So if you have more than one woman, do you belong to the game?
Not if I'm holding
the players'
everything
game
down.
up, right?
You know what I'm saying? Listen, if I got a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of resources, I shouldn't have to lie about the women that I'm dealing with.
Let's take the money out of the game, because I know
if you take the money out of the game,
a lot of guys that don't have the money and they still like they the most pimp player hustlers that I know.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You might know pimps or somebody who out here on the manipulation side of the game.
Oh,
but I'm saying to be straight up and actually go on vacation where it's you and your two women and the family that you want to have. Right. That ain't easy to do.
Hey man, let me tell you, if I went home and no matter what kind of boxing, martial art, whatever I know, if I went home and I told my wife, I said, hey, I'm thinking about bringing somebody else in. Someone here would have to remove that knife from my chest. Because they tell you don't pull it right out because then the blood will really come out. Yeah. So I would have to go somewhere for someone to pull this knife out of my chest.
I believe you. If you say that, that's the truth.
Yeah, I definitely believe me.
But I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to live a situation where I'm lying every day. Mm-hmm. It bothers me. When I was younger, I could do it, but now that I'm older, I can't look at somebody who I actually love and care about and lie to them all the time about who I am. In most situations, that's what it is.
And that's why I tell people sometimes we do stories on air or something. I'll say, man, that person knows that person has multiple women, or that person know. And you'll see people like, how could she be one of many? I'm like, dude, she knows. You know what I'm saying? And that to me is the most not player, but that honesty where it's like, hey man, like, it's the sneaking and the hiding that causes a lot of the problems.
It's like that's the part that you can't fix when you get caught sneaking and hiding. But like if you bold enough to tell somebody who you are and they still around you, then they can't be looking at you like you foul. I've told you who I am and you still around me. And you know what I'm saying? Don't act like I would never do you wrong, but I'm going to do what I do because I don't think I could stop it.
And it's honest. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know and it's honest, cool. You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, like, I get chose.
Go ahead, Bishop Don Magic
I'm
Juan.
just saying, I get chose, man. I'm Corey Holcomb. These girls, I know they don't want me or nothing like that, but you know they trying to see what's up, and I'm just trying to see what's up and drop you off. And I love that 200.
So you ain't tripping.
When you fold that 200 up and give it to them, you can see in their eye they ashamed, but they have to take it because of their situation. They be like,
"Hey man,
okay.
and you don't mind a girl not loving you for who you are."
I'm not here for that. Love, what is that? That's temporary most of the time. Most of the time it's temporary.
Do all marriages, if they don't end in death because something happened, or all marriages, do they end in divorce?
Most marriages in the United States are doomed because our way of life in the United States is we lie. Mm-hmm. That's what we do. We lie. How you going? You're not of honor. You don't be like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm Big Boy, son of Big Boyeth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Back in the day, your honor meant something.
Right,
now,
right.
You'll just be like, what I look like being out here with them bitches, baby? I love you. That's the game of life now.
Jesus Christ,
and
man.
when you get older and you really believe in yourself,
bro,
you can't keep doing that.
It is so good to have you in here on your last appearance, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't, dog, because the game don't stop.
Yeah, it is so.
When y'all get up with me, Big Boy, I'll be like,
as Howard Stern would say, you said it all.
Yeah.
Right? You said it all.
But
Corey Holcomb, where did they send the complaints to?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, no. How do we follow you on like the Instagram, the podcast, just everything that's all
I don't
Corey
do
Holcomb?
it.
No.
I have some people posting things about my dates and stuff like that,
right.
but
But you don't have like your own social media?
They'll take it from me. If you speak this way, they'll take it from you. They don't want you derailing the people. Social media is for girls to be half naked with their makeup on and their filters, or fools acting like they doing more than they got. You know what I'm saying?
So have you had accounts that's just been turned off?
My Twitter, they took it.
Oh, so you...
The Twitter people.
Yeah,
what did I say? It was some girl said something slick to me, and you know I'm clever. I had a good comeback. And then they said, "Oh, you ain't supposed to talk to her like that."
Like
and ever
guidelines.
since then, I was like, "Oh, I can't do this. I'm not finna build an account for somebody to take it because I said something. Look, I get paid to talk like this.
Mm-hmm.
I make a lot of money coming up with the slick stuff I say. You know
heard
what I'm
that.
saying? So it's like, yo, I can't do that. But 5150
talk about it
is the light. That's where I get a chance to talk every Tuesday night. 8 o'clock on this West Coast time, you know what I'm saying?
And where can we find 5150?
Just Google Corey Holcomb 5150 show and let the adventure begin. Start finding out. We go live streaming. The show supposed to start at 8, but it's me, so we start about 8:30.
Yeah. When you ready.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think if you like this type of conversation, this is what happens on my show.
Hey, Corey, that wasn't your show that Aries Spears got hit.
Aries Spears got beat up on my show.
Yeah, I remember that.
Not like we beat people up, but he was talking crazy to this guy named Zoe Williams.
Yeah.
And, you know, Aries was drunk. And on top of that, Aries is a bully. And Zoe has a very gentle voice. If you know this guy, Zoe.
Right.
Zoe, he's very knowledgeable. And he's speaking, yes, because woo, woo, woo. And Aries kind of took him for granted. And so Zoe gave him real talk, he gave him about 10 elbows.
Hey,
he didn't punch him one time. It was all elbows.
Let me tell you, man, if you see the footage, you didn't get up to stop the fight.
I couldn't. I tried to help Aries,
you didn't.
but I was like, he deserved it.
Yeah, you did not get up.
I couldn't get up right away.
You just moved out the way to make sure nothing got on you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we still got, if somebody wants to buy that banner, we got a 5150 banner with Aries blood on it. We trying to sell it. It really got his blood on it. We even got that Tanqueray bottle he was drinking out of. We selling that.
There it is, man. Corey Holcomb in the neighborhood, man. Thank you for coming into the neighborhood once again and hanging out with us, man.
It's all good, man.
Corey Holcomb, we'll see you in about 6 weeks, right? Nah. Corey Holcomb in the neighborhood.
If I ain't canceled already.
You ain't canceled from here until they tell me to cancel you.
Well, you got to. This isn't live, right?
Nah.
So y'all know what to do. Y'all go, don't let him say that. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, there's one in my head I already know I'm taking out.
Right.
Yeah, believe that. Corey Holcomb in the neighborhood, Big Boy's neighborhood.